Donald Trump is
Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to be here this morning. I'm really delighted to be at Bedford doing this announcement, and just one floor up from my constituency office. I must say there are a few familiar faces that I see in the elevator from day to day, so that's very nice today. And today is about highlighting the success of our Graduate to Opportunity program and the many new graduates and employers who've participated. The idea for this program originated with the Premier, and in fact it was one of our election commitments. The Premier saw a way for government and the private sector to come together in creating opportunities right here in the province, opportunities for our young people, our best and brightest, to get their start in their careers, and opportunities also for businesses to benefit from the energy and creativity of new graduates, and opportunities as well to grow our province and our economy. Now, the Premier has joined us this morning to highlight the program's success and to acknowledge some of the great work that's being done by employers like immediaC. So without further ado, I'll ask the Premier to come up or come over.
Thanks very much, Minister. Since I'm in your hometown, I can call you Kelly.
Yeah.
It's great to be in Bedford. I spent some time here a long time ago. Actually, the restaurant behind us, I think, used to be called Pitchers, and had pictures of old Bedford, as it used to be. It was
right over there.
Right over there, so in front of us, a wonderful, and the Golden Arches are there too, but Pitchers to be. So it's great to be here in Bedford. It's great to be here at immediaC. John, thank you for allowing us to be here, but more importantly, thank you for believing in our province and investing your energy and your money, not only in your business, but in our people. It's been my belief prior to being in elected office and since being in elected office, the only way this province is going to move forward in terms of creating long-term sustainable jobs for young people is that entrepreneurs like you make that commitment to them, and you're leading by example. So thank you for letting us be here today and talk about a great program, a Graduate to Opportunities program. And I know there are a number of people out here I'm looking at who've been working hard over the last number of years to continue to implement this program. It is a simple program in the sense that is rooted in believing in entrepreneurs. It's taking some precious public money and committing to investing in a young person's starting position at a business. We have a great example of that here today with Tom Minster. Tom, thank you for being here and your commitment. Over a year ago, when we announced Graduate to Opportunities program, it was under the belief that we could work with entrepreneurs to provide young people with an opportunity right here in Nova Scotia. I am absolutely thrilled that the success of this program has been one that we not only are seeing here today, but we're seeing across our province. We provided over 100 young people with an opportunity to find their first job right here in Nova Scotia, to begin to build their experience, whet their appetite to be entrepreneurs, and to begin to build a life here. And it's not only our own sons and daughters. This was kind of rooted in the idea that we kept hearing that our sons and daughters were leaving Nova Scotia to find for a new opportunity somewhere else. It's also, we're a destination for many young people as a province. And this program was an opportunity not only to provide that opportunity for our sons and daughters, but it was an opportunity to retain some of those people who choose Nova Scotia as a place to be educated or a place that their family has come to looking for work. Tom is one of those who came from British Columbia, and Tom, we're thrilled to be able to keep you. This program has been so successful. I'm thrilled today to be able to announce that we will be doubling our commitment to this program as we lead into our budget and into this coming fiscal year. So, John, it was with your commitment and leadership that we've allowed this program to be so successful. It's allowing us to make a commitment, and I can tell you, as a government, when we double a program, it doesn't happen easily.
Trust me.
Yeah. But it's because of that success. And I want to say to you, and I want to say to everyone here, it's not only your commitment to this program, GTOP, Graduate to Opportunities program, but it's been your commitment to our co-op program, providing and taking advantage of the talent that is in this province to help build a business right here, but also your commitment to new Nova Scotians. and making sure that new Nova Scotians get an opportunity to be here. You're creating a dynamic place where not only are our sons and daughters, students who come here, but international students who come here are seeing this province as a place to grow and build. And the only way that'll happen is if it's people like you who continue to make that commitment. I say to this each and every time, whether it's providing an opportunity at immediaC, whether it's providing a job opportunity for an apprentice, I ask you to believe in a young person. You will not be disappointed. Our sons and daughters will not disappoint you, nor will tens of thousands of young people who choose this province. They choose this province because of its beauty, because of the opportunity, and they will not disappoint you. They will provide you with an opportunity to grow your business and build communities that we want to be part of. So, John, thank you very much for your commitment. Tom, thank you. I'm looking forward for you addressing me later. I apparently hear you're going to be dressing me before this day is over. So I'm looking forward to that. But John, maybe I'd ask you to come forward and share a few words.
You know, immediaC's 18 years old, and I really, you thank me, but I want to thank my team. You know, this company is really the combination of the people who work here today, and some of who've worked here and gone on to start other businesses and continue their careers in other places. And the work that we do helps other businesses, and that's probably the most exciting thing about what it is that we do. You know, we're building websites, web applications, mobile applications, and doing online marketing for businesses of all size, from Neptune Theatre to, you know, small, medium-sized businesses like Bedford Draperies just down the street here, who've got a website for the first time. They've been in business for 30 years, and last year they said, okay, let's cancel our yellow pages because we don't need that anymore, and we need a web presence. Malcolm Gladwell popularized the idea of 10,000 hours. To be an expert in anything, you need 10,000 hours. So if you do the math on that, that's about 5 years of full-time work. And it's a lot of work. You know, there's benefits for us as a company hiring new grads and working for co-ops. We hired our first co-op about 2 years ago. We thought we were too small. How can we hire co-ops? We're only 8 or 9 people. You know, if 10% of our staff are you know, just learning, how can we give them a good experience? But we decided that it was worth a try. We went down and we interviewed a few people, and we had an overwhelming experience. Those Dow co-op students at that time, and for summer we're looking at students from St. Mary's. I'm going to a connector event this afternoon to look at some students and interview some students at the community college, and also from Acadia. We have Avon's a new grad from Acadia in 2014. He's also a new immigrant to Canada. Only been in the country from China for how long, Avon?
Almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years. And when you came, you spoke almost no English.
Wow, true.
And now Avon's an integral part of our team. In fact, about half the team are new grads of 9 people. And Jonathan is a co-op student. And this program is important. It lets us do more. We were doing this anyway. We did co-op. Jonathan's position as a co-op is not a funded position under the co-op program. Avon we hired before the program started. The timing with Tom was perfect, and it really allowed us to do more and, you know, help Tom get his 10,000 hours. And Tom has a great story, really having changed careers midstream, come back to school, and I'll let him tell you that story. Anecdotally, you're right. Young people are coming here. My son started at Dow this year. He sat down in his first class with a bunch of guys, and almost universally the people that he was sitting with, yeah, well, I came here to study engineering, but really, I came to surf. Like, there's nowhere else that you could come and study and surf in Canada except here. So the rest of the country really sees us that way. So you're absolutely right. So I'm going to let Tom tell his story. Thanks everybody for coming, and I appreciate the attention that this brings to us and to our team and the work that we're doing. So thank you.
Hello everyone. So as you heard, I used to be a welder. I kind of the opposite story is what people normally hear of people moving from here out west. I came from out west to come here. In 2008, the first time the oil prices crashed, I took my money and I ran, and I went back to university and a lot of people at the time sort of made comments about how hard that must be, you know, in your late 20s to go back to school. And actually, the going back to school wasn't very hard. And the school itself was, you know, pretty hard. It took a lot of discipline, a lot of work. But by far, I think the hardest part is after, you know, 4 or 5 years of school to try and find that new job in a new industry. And every year, you know, thousands of students graduate, and they have to try and make that transition and apply the skills they've been learning into an industry often they know little to nothing about. And that's why I think this is a great program, because it incentivizes people to give young people a chance to, you know, take that risk on them and let them figure out how to apply those skills and really sort of sorry, and really sort of seize that opportunity. So I'd like to thank Stephen McNeil and Kelly Regan and John for giving me this opportunity and for sponsoring this great program. Yeah, my own personal story is after I graduated, I spent 6 months looking for work. My fiance is from Cape Breton. She loves it here. She would kill her to leave.
That's how we do it. Let's bring someone back.
And but after 6 months, I had plans to leave because I couldn't find work in my field. And thankfully, you know, as I was booking the ticket, I managed to meet John and land a position here thanks to this program. And it's really allowed both me and my fiance to stay here and to really get a head start in an industry that's growing, that utilizes all those skills. I sort of took a risk to come back and develop. So thanks again.
So thank you, everyone. I think, you know, the Premier and I can talk about why these programs work, but I think hearing from an employee and an employer tells you so much more than just hearing us talk about it. We have over 150 positions that are either filled or approved at this point. So we're going to continue rolling out this program. We think it's a great start. And the Premier told me that I should come back and get more money if we go through the allotted money this year. So anytime he tells me to do that, I'll be back.
Certain things I say to you in private should stay in
I have witnesses in there. Anyway, so anyway, thank you very much for coming today, and please go out and spread the word, not only about Graduate to Opportunities, but also about the co-op program, because both of those are integral to the success of our province and of our young people. So thank you very much.